one-shot river and everything. It's just going to be great. So we just need a quick slash lucky tank. I don't really care what it is. If anyone here, of course, wants to train it, then that is very much welcome. One-shot everything, no copium, absolutely not. This is just going to be it. It's Argol. Yeah, it's we're in part 2 today. Was going to be a 2-part stream. So we'll be slowly waiting even more. How are we gonna be waiting? So what else? What other kind of raiding experience do people here actually have? Any done Wing 1 to 4 already? Or not so much yet? Ah, so you've done some grinding. Have you also done? I did too. You've grinded Wing 1 to 4, but have you also done like something of Wings 5 through 7? Never Wing 6 or 7. Okay. Most people say that Wing 7 is easier than Wing 5 or 6. Uninstalling raid experience. Well, if you're just watching, you don't need it, right? Oh, very nice. If you can quick tank, that would be nice. Okay, so we got ourselves a quick tank. Who said? Do we have somebody else who could do an Alak roll? Or do we not have any of that? Who's in subgroup 4 and can play Alak? Are you a Weaver then Winger? Hello, Aqua. Yes, that almost counts. I go Alak DPS, Shadowcat. You are in. I see. If you could Alak the DPS, that would be very helpful. Okay, so let us get going with a bit of the explanations. So the tanks, the 2 tanks, I might actually wait for Potassium. I wonder if he's going to be joining the Discord. Because I think not everyone's in here. Like, how many are we here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we just need to wait for Potassium. And I can already put people in the subgroups. Look, he just joined. Very nice. Welcome to the Discord here. Giving a quick note that I am streaming this, but I sadly couldn't go get a stream channel because of the all of them were in use, and I see that actually somebody from my own guild just snuck in here. Very sneaky, very sneaky.
I thought you needed help.
Yeah, well,
it's not easy to find.
We were definitely in need of a tank, so well, that's very helpful. That means that we have that call. Anyway, so I will be beginning with the explanations quickly for the tanking. So the tanks will take these 2 seals, and tanking part is mostly quite easy. You can already take it. Feel free to take it right now. The person who is the tank has this fancy marker above his head, like you can see right here. As long as he has that marker, and he will also start getting debuff stacks. For every stack of debuff, he will take more and more damage. The idea is that you switch tanks every now and then to keep these stacks at a reasonable level, so that one of the 2 doesn't just die from any random attack from the boss. So essentially what you will do is you check your buff bar whether or not you have the debuff. If you do not have the debuff, you take tank. And the other person will do the same, and that way you switch around and around. The moment you lose your debuff, you take tank. And where do you have to tank, and how do you tank, what you need to watch out for? Well, where you'll tank is on one of these markers. That's one of the preferred locations, and is also handy for me shouting out where to go. And what you need to think, well, most of the attacks of the boss aren't really that threatening, but it's if you can sidestep some of the AoEs that appear underneath you, even the tiny ones, can be very helpful, because I think some of these attacks even corrupt your boons, so that is rather annoying. Now, as for the DPS group, I will be pushing, so I'll be enjoying myself with these Tormented Dead. Right now they're just sacrificing themselves into this very fancy wall. Sadly, they won't be doing that during the fight, so we're gonna need to watch out for that. But for the DPS group, what they mostly need to watch out for are the large AoEs that appear on the group. You need to just dodge roll these, Aegis, block these, whatever you want. Otherwise, they do quite a pain. The scythes going around the arena, which just corrupt every single boon. And the most important factor, the walls of death. There are walls going around the arena, and if you touch them, in any way, shape or form, you're instantly dead. And these are brutal, RNG based, and you know, kind of like the worst ones out of all. Kind of makes it kind of RNG based sometimes, it's fine, because you can get really unlucky with these walls. I think I've had the most. Oh yeah, one quick note for the person who took Epidemic. I will be calling out whenever you need to use this skill, because these are used to kill these Tormented Dead. They're not, because they're not going to kill themselves, sadly. That will mostly be done using the Epidemic, and I'll be calling that out for you. And just make sure you get ready to use them. I'll hopefully remember to call it out. I'll be dropping some food for us, so we have an extra good shot at it once I can find my gold storage. Here we have some heal food, condy food, some power food. We're running 3 healers at the moment, 1 pusher, 2 tank heals. So in case you're wondering how many of each we are. And then we are ready to roll. I hope everybody's feeling ready. Just gonna one-shot this. It's easy. Let's do it. Hey, it's my own food. I put it in there myself. I'm allowed to take that. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna go over here to Arrow, tank over here at Arrow. Here we can immediately also use Epidemic. Oh god, I went down myself, don't worry. Just the rest everyone.
I forgot it's normal mode. You start here.
It's normal mode. Yeah, we start here. You can already start using Epi for now to kill these very fancy flesh worms. You can also just hit these with some arbitrary damage from the side. And I just noticed that I don't have my pushing skill. Great. I do have a longbow, but that's not gonna be good enough. Yes, we're gonna get some quality downstate experience. Okay, now save your Epidemic. We need to move. There's gonna be a wall incoming. We need to move, move, move. Well, soon the first Epidemic will need to happen. Okay, I used Epidemic.
In the group, I'm moving.
Move out to a circle. There's gonna be a large AoE, big heals. This is what happens when these Tormented Dead, they die. They leave behind this circle. Oh, that's a lot of downs. To the edge here. We're just gonna see what we're gonna get. Okay, another Epi. Yeah, okay, I have my trades wrong. Okay, we're just gonna quickly GG, and because this is going to be an absolute pain to do. Without proper pushing. Not my fault, but we'll just try again. And it's no problem if I make mistakes. Even I as the commander can make mistakes. So let me get in some actual pushing skills, and I thankfully can get some supportive skills in here because I don't need to provide alacrity for my subgroup, which is very convenient. We can immediately refresh food. Yeah, that was all part of the plan, don't worry about it. I just wiped this so we could get some more food because I know everybody likes some food. No worries, no worries.
Good idea.
Absolutely. Okay. Second attempt. It's the first attempt. It's realistic speaking, there's still the first attempt. Okay, so make sure you start with some eppies here to kill these worms, and for the rest, Just dodge these AoEs and we'll be Gucci for now. And a few seconds in, the first walls will start spawning. Actually, the first one already. I mean, we're very hungry people here, you know. Of course, we need to die to eat more. Remember to check your buffs. Well, if you for you to know when you have to take over. Okay, we need to move. We're gonna go to circle. Everyone move to circle here. Very nice. We're also gonna get the first ad here. Let's see, Epi. Okay, very nice. It died. This time we do not have. Okay, move. Arrow. This time we don't have a giant A winner on the group. That is already very promotional for our health. Okay, there's the next ad going to be Epi. Epi. Very nice. Okay, good, it's dead. Okay, here we're gonna get some CC actually now, so we're gonna toss all our CC at the boss. Maybe I should have said there was gonna be CC, but... Okay, very nice. There should be another ad. Yeah, there's the next ad, Epi.
Wall.
Epidemic. Very nice. Okay, we're gonna move over to hard. Go to hard. Everybody move to hard. And we're gonna move to the edge. Follow me quickly, before everybody dies. Quickly follow tag. In the corner, wait for the wall, and who move out quickly. Torrent dead on us. To arrow. 2 people died sadly, but we can move on. Oh, that's another annoying wall. Is hard. See, this is what I meant with RNG based walls, because sadly these walls are based on RNG. Where do they go? Epidemic. Very nice. CC. Very nice. Got this cover. Good. Good. Epidemic. Very nice. Wall. I didn't even see it. Got arrow. See if I can drop some heavy healing on there. Wall, watch out. We go to square. Epidemic at the same time as well. Yeah, it's a bit better for that. Epidemic. I'm down quickly before this thing dies on us. No, died on us. Quickly, hard. Get some heals on these. Oh god, I accidentally weapon swap. That's not good. Epi. Thank you for the help with pushing. CC the boss. Very nice. Okay, there is another ad. Epidemic. Okay, that's good. Like over there. Now quickly move to arrow quickly before this wall shuts you in. Okay, we're good here for the next one as well. Epidemic. Is it actually reached? Might not reach actually. Can we have some... Okay, move to circle, yeah, very nice. I wasn't looking because I was pushing, don't worry. We quickly need to move over to square. There's an ad spawning, Epidemic. Thank you for the help with pushing, go to arrow, never mind, it's CC. Yeah, if the CC happens actually, it will remove all currently existing walls, so it is very convenient, so we can just stay here for now. Another Epidemic. Very nice. There's some very solid help with pushing here somewhere. I really appreciate it. We'll go to arrow. Very nice. Stay in here. Epidemic. Very nice. And 2%. Move to circle. 1%. And that is a clean kill. Very good job, everyone. Only 2 people dead, much better than my raid group would ever be.
Yeah.
It's true. It's so true. It hurts. Okay, let's see.
We did our part. Now who
Yeah, the golems were very clean and very helpful with some additional pushing from other people. Okay. Is there perhaps somebody who can escort Desmina who has experience with that?
I can see if I have a scrapper on this account.
I can just switch to heal fireman and I'll just do it alone. That works as well. But
Okay.
we can do the chests after we're done with this entire wing, and then we can grab all of them in one go. I think that would be much easier to do. In case you need a chest, yeah, we can grab them all afterwards.
I don't have scrapper ready. Okay.
Okay. So we'll just be running the same composition as before. I'll only switch to heal Firebrand to escort Desmina for some Aegis, but you all will be doing something else. I will be going on a solo mission there. Unless somebody, of course, there is who wants to try to escort Desmina, but I sadly don't have a DPS meter, so I wouldn't know. Let me just remove that. Okay, so once we get started, this is a rather simple thing what we're gonna get now. Once we get started, everybody will jump on their jackal and we'll move over to arrow. Once everybody's there, I'll start the fight, and there'll be an ad spawning over there. And this ad, you'll have to kill. And once you kill it, you move over to the next ad, and then to the next one, all the way along the river. Now, while this is happening, the healers will pump out some serious heals because you'll be taking significant damage the entire time. If you can give your group protection or something like that, that'd be very helpful in this part to just reduce the damage everybody's taking. For the rest, make sure you're tightly stacked together. The heals of AoEs is not always that big. Don't walk too far forward, and if somebody goes down, you all come to rest the person, so make sure you wait for even the slow people. Okay? And apart from that, that's actually it, because essentially I'll be just staying behind with Desmina and not doing an awful lot more than that. Show us what you can do now. Go to arrow! Everybody go to arrow! Once you're all there, I hope I placed it kinda correctly. Everybody's there, even wait for the slow. We're gonna start the fight. There'll be an ad spawning out, spit forward, and you just immediately start smacking it. And then you move on to the next one. Make sure you don't leave anyone behind. Okay, we're going along nicely along the river, killing all those mobs one by one. The healers, once they're done, if they want to, can walk back along the river, once they killed the very last one, to aid me in escorting Desmina, but this is optional. Very nice. Oh, I lost some HP.
Did you mention what happens if you die here?
No. Not yet. I did not yet say that, but they'll figure it out.
Okay. I don't think someone will figure it out that way, actually.
Yeah. Well, they'll figure out what happens when they die
Oh. Okay.
No, if you really want to know, once you get past the down state and completely die, you'll actually become like a soul, like a small ball of light, and there'll be like small orbs along on the river as well. And if you pick up some of those, you can actually rest yourself and come back to life again. But I don't expect that to really happen all that much. Think. So everybody's at the end of the river now, so now it's just a waiting time for the slow Desmina because she's gotta catch up all the way to the group. She isn't the fastest one, sadly.
Since we wait, I have a question for the first boss.
For the first boss, yes, what is
Yes.
it?
It's better to do like Speed Breaker in power or with Virtuoso in Condi for distance.
What's better? Usually Desmina is considered the condition boss. But that's mostly because Confusion is really strong against Desmina on the first boss because she attacks a lot.
Yeah,
So if you have like a condition build that has that has Confusion, that is definitely superior.
okay. Thanks.
So I think does Condi Virtuoso have any Confusion damage? I don't know.
Yeah, Condi Virtuoso is about confusion.
Uh-huh.
It's about bleeding, I think, but
I thought it was about bleeding,
some-
yeah.
Yeah, bleeding
You-
and but
You put
some confusion is in there, yeah.
You don't focus on it.
Okay. So that was the river already. That was this is not very easy. But now we're going to get to the next boss, which is actually 3 bosses for the price of 1. Sadly, also on the loot of 1, which is a bit of a shame. We're going this way over here. Whee! Yes, come. Now, you don't need to worry about getting too close to the boss yet. The only way to start this boss fight, if you stand inside of one of those green circles, but you know, if you stand all the way here, you'll be sure to not accidentally start this fight. Usually this boss doesn't have all that much mechanics, but we are observing here our tank who has 1702 toughness or 1707. Doesn't really matter all that much for the group because there's not all that much mechanics. The main important mechanic for this boss fight are these greens. These greens, if nobody's standing inside of that green circle, it will do a massive amount of damage, just like the Veil Guardian explosion. It'll do like 80% of everybody's HP and damage, and yeah, it generally be just a tough time. So, and that's actually the entire fight. Throughout the entire fight, we have to keep catching these green circles with everyone. And for the rest, the boss will also be spawning some cracks on the ground every now and then, where if you stand on top of them, you take damage. And there's also gonna be a cone attack in front of the direction that the boss is facing, which also hurts a lot, so I would really suggest not being in melee range in front of the boss. That hurts. But for the rest, there's nothing much to it. I also want two more important notes about the greens. The amount of greens that spawn is based on our group's damage that we do to the boss. The higher damage, the more greens spawn. So we want to actually kind of keep our damage a bit lower than usual. Another note is that after you've caught a green, you get a debuff. This debuff will go away after some time, but if you get more than 3 stacks, you will become frozen and you can't take any damage, and you can't move anymore. Lol. Yeah. Look, I'm a healer, man. I don't even need to try for low damage as well. Okay, so now we just stand in front of one of those greens. Tank will go to the other side. And we just start hitting it. Now make sure you don't hit it too hard. Is all we have to say. So here we see the green starting to spawn. Tank's taking one over there. We have somebody here dying on a crack. So really watch out for those cracks. You can jump over them, dodge roll through them, but just don't stand on top of. There'll be a
Someone
green
take
of
one behind me, please.
I got it.
Thanks.
Okay, that was very close. So really, it is a group effort. Taking all of these greens that needs to be done with everyone.
Careful
You
damage.
can't just be a DPS. You can't just DPS. You need to take greens. And it's also going to be quite tough on the healers because everybody's all spread out and healing is kind of hard to do here. Very nice. Now, let's see, the boss 71%. We can do a bit more damage than what we're doing right now, otherwise we'll simply be running out of time. By the way, once we run out of time here, it's just instant death for everyone, so no enrage mode. Okay, let's see, we have it downed here. A downed player will still catch a green, so if you see somebody down lying this on the ground, just don't turn in the green yourself and they'll catch it.
I could outrun a centaur.
Ah, we missed one. That's painful. Get those downs up. Okay, let's see. There's one up behind the tank. Can somebody take the one behind the tank? Okay, very good, very good. Let's see. Watch out! If there's somebody standing in front of the
3 here.
Oh, okay. I see some. Okay, somebody's taking that. Very nice.
Okay, I'll also take that one.
Can you take that? Okay, good.
I'll freeze, but it's fine.
Oh, I could have taken it. I still have plenty of bots available. Okay, just continue blasting like this. We're almost there. Once the boss gets to 1%, we still need to finish taking all the remaining greens, and only then he becomes killable. So once he's at 1%, still take green. Don't think that it's over just because the boss is dead. Somebody's here in the. Okay. Boss 1%. Very nice. Last few greens. We missed the last green. Very nice. And now we just kill it, and then we're done. Very good. That is the first one. Once you're done, you can just come back through this very fancy sand portal, and now instead of going to the left, we are going to the right for Mr. Boss number 2. Okay. The tank is in subgroup 3, I notice. So subgroup 2 will have bad luck and will need to do the mechanic because for
Why I cannot use portal?
cannot use portal, you should be able to use build a portal here, right? Can you not?
Maybe he doesn't have the mastery?
Yeah,
No,
you
no,
need the
maybe-
masteries.
The mastery for the jackal?
Yeah, I have.
You should be used on your jackal, but if you for some reason can't take the portal, you can just write /GG and you'll respawn in the center platform, and from there you can just come back over to us.
I have
No, that's-
different bug. I cannot move on mount.
Oh, you have. Okay, what happened to you is there's a bug in the game where if you have been frozen during that fight, you can actually not really move on your mount, and the only way to fix it is to go out of the instance and back in again.
Okay.
So you're just gonna have to just leave the area and then go back. So it's sadly that's something that's in the game at the moment. Oh. And then we just await everybody until they're here. Very nice. Now we just await the last person. Okay, everybody is here. So once again, this boss has a rather small amount of mechanics. Will we get this done quickly? Now, of course, toughness is the tank is based on the toughness for this boss, And what the issue is with this boss is that when you kill him right now, he doesn't really die. He just gets all of his HP back and then restores. So we need to somehow kill him. Now how that happens is once the boss spawns, or once we start fighting, there'll be a spider spawning somewhere on the ledge. I'm just somewhere on the ledge here, just marking some random locations. Somewhere there a spider will spawn. We'll just go all over there, the tank will stay with the boss, and we're going to kill that spider. Once that spider dies, he'll drop 5 orbs in the middle somewhere on these markers. I don't know the exact location, but that's about where they are. And what you do is you walk over that orb and you pick it up that way, and then you get a special action skill. This special action skill you have to use to toss the orb on one of these platforms. One of these 4 areas, one of the 4 places that I've marked, will be lit up. They'll be shining, will be glowing a bit. And what you have to do is you have to toss that orb in there. And then once all 5 of them are in there, we get to kill the boss in there, and he will release some orbs into the sky. Now we have to do that twice. And once we've done it twice, we have a subgroup 2, so everybody in subgroup 2 will be designated to go into a green that is spawning throughout the fight. Now, a green has, by the time we killed it twice, has already happened once, but we just completely ignore it and just continue on with what we're doing before. But the second time the green spawns, subgroup 2 will go into that green. And what they have to do once they go into the green is they actually get launched up into the sky, and these orbs that the Eater of Souls puked out, they'll have to pick them up. And after a certain amount they have picked up, they'll come back down and they rejoin the group. And when that happens, when they pick up those orbs, there will be these torches. You can actually see them there on the back, on the gate, actually right above the portal. They'll start lighting up, and once all 6 are lit up, which we should have enough orbs for once we've killed it twice, we should be able to just kill the boss, and this time he'll stay dead permanently. And that's going to be, and that is it. So I think it's best to just get it started. Do note, can we have somebody from subgroup 2 have a volunteer for something that you need to do during the green? It's just going to be a simple task. Who wants to do it?
It's actually easier than the mechanic.
It's actually easier than actually doing what you need to do, but yeah. Any volunteers? Okay, we got 1 volunteers. Okay. When you go into the green, because you're in subgroup 2, you go into the green with your subgroup. But however, instead of grabbing orbs, what you will be doing is you'll just be floating above the boss. That's all you need to do. And then once you come back down, you'll be just rejoining the group and just hitting the boss, or actually not really hitting the boss because we can't kill it before everybody's captured orbs. But that's what you will be doing, okay? Just float above the boss. And hopefully the stuck mechanic doesn't get interrupted by us accidentally killing the boss at that time. Okay, let's go! So make sure you do a limited amount of damage. Killing it right now does nothing. Just get it low, but do not kill it. Just stop all damage right now. Just stop damage. Stop the damage. And we just wait for the spider to spawn. Wait for it. There it is. There we have it spawning. And we just go over there and we get it low. No, we just outright kill the spider. Yeah, watch out for the puke. This is one of the only dangerous mechanic the boss does. That's this puke field, and you don't want to stand inside of it to start. So here, lit up area, take the orb, toss it in there. Toss it on the lit up area. Okay, very nice, very nice. We kill the boss now. This is it. This is where we kill the boss for the first time. And then here we go for the spider again. The boss is dead, so we go to the spider now. Come on. We have somebody in the back there. I'll try to see if I can toss some heals on you. Very nice. Okay, very nice. Now, okay, once again, same as before. Grab an orb. Toss it on the area. Remember, that's the area, not the boss. Well, you can also toss on the boss. The boss is really irrelevant for this tossing. And now we kill it for the second time. The group that stays down will just stay next to the boss in DPS. Okay, subgroup 2, go to the shield marker. Go to the shield right here where I'm standing. All 5 of you. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many do we have? 4. Okay, we're missing just 1 person. Okay, everybody to the boss, and we have to CC at the moment you see a break warp here. Okay, CC. Okay, never mind. It's fine. Okay, we are going to the spider now for the people who stay down with me. We go back to the spider. Kill the spider again. Can somebody from subgroup 3 go into the green and try to take these orbs that are still remaining in the sky? And when the next green happens, there we hear notification for the green, and you can just go in there. There's a shield to your left. Just go in there. 2 is fine, but really not more than that. Okay, very nice. Pick up those last few orbs. Meanwhile, we'll focus on killing the boss here. CC, watch out! Don't get sucked into the boss. If you're up. Ah, perfect timing. Wow. So they just finished picking up those last few orbs upstairs that the first group missed because they were missing 1 person, and I was making us able to kill it. Excellent. So on to the third one. Subgroup 2 will go north, subgroup 3 will go south. You have to just go along the cliff face down below into the cave. I'll actually. I think I can play a DPS, right? Yeah, I can play DPS. So I'll be quickly just swapping here. That was indeed absolutely perfectly timed, that one, because I thought like, oh no, they're not going to be in time with the orb, so we're just going to need to get more orbs. But no, it was absolutely perfect. Okay, quickly go in. And now we have here some loading screens before we have the next boss. It was all part of the plan. We just knew it. Yes, I absolutely agree. We just knew it. Now, you know, you should not say it was luck. It's just say it was skill. We just that good. We just planned that out like that.
I'm gonna try this every run, man. No.
Okay, so we have here subgroup 2 for the north. He'll gather over at arrow, subgroup 2, and subgroup 3 will gather over at circle. I will be actually staying in the middle. We have we need one volunteer from subgroup 2 who is playing DPS who stays with me in the middle. Because we'll be doing a different mechanic then. Okay, just come over here and we'll explaining what we'll do shortly. After that, I am going to talk about this boss. So, interesting boss, but you can't even target it right now, but you see it there behind the corner. If you actually peek your head out of the corner, it will start laser beaming you. So, you've been warned. So what we're gonna do is, there are these very fancy light orbs here on top, and we will be tossing those downstairs to your group. If a boss is in this light orb field, then you can actually target them and hit them. So what we'll be doing is we're going to be tossing them down. The healers are the ones to use these orbs. As a DPSer, you will not be touching these orbs unless you are moving to a different location with the boss. Which may or may not happen, most likely it will happen. So what needs to be happening is the healers will pick up this orb and use the 2 skill, which stuns the boss essentially for 10 seconds, and then the boss can't do jack shit anymore. At that time, the DPS will start whacking it and get it to low HP. Now make sure that if you hit it, you do not use any CC skills. Because if you use a CC skill, you'll override the days, like the 10-second days that's on there from the light orb. And the boss will start acting again. So make sure you do not use any accidental CC skills. You have to know where they are and not use them. By the way, fear also counts as CC, so do not use fear as well. Other soft CC like chill, immobilize and stuff like that is still perfectly fine allowed. So yeah, if for some reason the boss becomes available to move, it will most likely teleport to a different location, and you'll need to navigate the maze to it. We actually need somebody. Let's see. Who's the hero on subgroup 2 again? It was Canox, right? Yeah, it's you. I'll actually quickly make you lieutenant here, because what we need you to do is you're gonna need to mark the boss, so you actually can follow it if you lose track of it. Do you know how to mark a boss or mark a character? What you need to do for that, like you can't do it right now. To do it, you just do Alt Shift 1 while you have it targeted. Like I have my very friendly Jeff here targeted. Okay, you got it. Just like that. Okay, so we up here are just going to be tossing these orbs to them. Make sure you're careful with aiming them, because if you aim them wrongly, you might accidentally toss them on top of the walls, and they cannot reach them over there. For the rest, there'll be some ads be spawning up here, but we'll just hit. They're not really that threatening. We'll just punch them as you are tossing these orbs. So you can just stand next to your orb. Essentially, what we'll be doing is always be taking the orbit arrow. Actually, I should be marking arrow down there. Okay, you'll be taking the orbit arrow. I'll be taking the orbit circle. I will alternate the one in the middle, so even amounts of orbs will go to either side. So yeah, that's it. So remember, the healers will keep the bosses stunned. So when their stun is about to run out, you pick up the new orb and you stun them again. Okay. I think we got everything covered. Let's try it. If something goes horribly wrong, we'll see it shortly. Okay, so we're starting. I picked up an orb. Make sure you carefully look where to aim. Okay, I will now do that. Okay, so I've marked mine at the moment. Once you have, oh yeah, this is maybe one mistake I made, but you should only start with using the orbs once you've got 3, so you've got a bit of a buffer going. But yeah, it's not that big of an issue. Yeet. Oh yeah, these light thieves might actually steal your soul. Yeah, be really careful with your CC. I'll be tossing like another one here. Another one went here. 8. You can take that one in the middle. I'll take this. Oh. I'll just toss it to your side then. Yeet. If you fail to CC it properly, then you've got this giant Minotaur that could potentially spawn, and there's not really much you can do about him actually. You kind of have to deal with him being there. I'll just take this one.
I'll have an orb for you shortly. Thanks. There we go.
There we go. Yeet. Where did they? Yeet.
Isn't there some way? Oh yeah, here.
Give me my orb back. Where did they go? Oh, there. One circle one is over there. Get back here. Oh, I tossed an orb still to the old location. Circle is over there. Okay, we're getting them rather low already. Now these bosses need to die approximately at the same time. But just get it low, and so like north side I think has it dead at the moment. Make sure that once it's dead, you keep killing the ads around, because otherwise they're gonna stack up and they're just gonna absolutely obliterate everything. Oh, that's an interesting location. Yeet.
Thanks.
I think only like
that's gone.
two people are still alive over there. That's not a great. Can you still try to kill it?
Might be. I got it
I'll
stunned.
just
Hit it!
hit it hard.
I'm a high DPS healer. No worries.
You can do it. I believe in your DPS. Oh, we got it. Very nice. Good job, everyone. Yeah, that was the third boss. Now we have a chest here on the right side with our booty. Sadly, only one booty.
The influence of the statues overcome Doom's
So good job, everyone. We did it. Okay, so final boss. We are entering. What kind of place is this? The Tower of Doom. What's this place called? The Hall of Judgment. That's what it's called. And there we have the guy in his fancy chair, just waiting. Yeah, we might get a few wipes, I think, just a few, because there is so many mechanics for this boss fight. Okay, I'm almost wondering whether or not I even should start with assigning markers, but I might as well. Okay, I've placed 7 markers on 7 steel locations. I suppose already distributed, but everybody will take 1 marker, and there will be 3 people left who will be backups. So go take a marker. If you have already taken one, you just stand in the middle of the rest. Okay, so just remember your own marker for yourself, so that you know which one to do later. Okay, so now it's all good. Our starting position for this fight will be over at Cross. That will be starting the fight. I will be over here at Desmina because I will be doing some mechanics over here. Unless somebody else wants to potentially learn kiting. Kiting the messengers at least. We could do that. I'll just give you a special marker there for you. Shark can have an arrow. That way you know where to go. Okay, so I'm just gonna start the mechanics off with just the pre-event. So, nothing about the actual fight itself yet, and once we get through the pre-event, we'll start with the next set of mechanics. So, what to expect in the pre-event? First of all, there will be 3 types of ads spawning in the pre-event. You have the skeletons, you have the flesh golems, and you have the spiders. Which you will be focusing on during the pre-event are the spiders and the skeletons. I will be dealing with the flesh golems. So what you need to do is you just whack the skeletons until they're dead, and essentially move from one skeleton to the next skeleton to the next skeleton to the next skeleton to just keep killing them. In the meantime, there'll be also spiders spawning. You just kill these spiders if they're in the way once you come across them, but that's not going to be your main focus. What, however, is your main focus is, however, during the pre-event, these Reapers here that you see over here at the entrance, they'll be moving into position on the markers that we have placed down at the moment. So they'll be going on to arrow, to circle, to heart, etc., etc. So we have to protect these Reapers to prevent them from dying, and these spiders are going to attack the Reaper, so if you see some spiders attacking a Reaper, kill them. And for the flesh golem, make sure you do not touch them. What they do is they follow the first person that attacks them. I'm going to be trying to be the first person to attack them, but I might not always succeed, and then they'll be following you. I have a very deadly AoE around them. So, essentially what will happen if you tag them and you don't know that, you're gonna lead them straight to the group, so really watch out with that. Prepare to dodge out of the way. Now that is just what you'll be doing and what I'll be doing side fight. Now we're gonna get on to some individual mechanics that are gonna be rather important, which are the greens. We have 3 different people who need to volunteer for greens. I'll be doing one myself. But sadly can't do something in the pre-event because I'll be busy kiting. I have a green 3 done by our local tank, which is here, person with circle. Very fancy. And we still have a green 1 that somebody of you will need to do. And a green 2, which needs to be backed up for only one time. So if you want to do green 1, I mean, this is a perfect learning time. In case you think you'll be safe from this mechanic that I'll be talking about right now, then you can forget it. At the end of the fight, everybody needs to do this without dying. So yeah, you're not gonna be free from this. So we have at least a green 1 here, so he'll be doing this throughout the fight. And we still need a green 2 backup. That's what it's called, but essentially you'll also be doing a green circle. Who wants to do that? Okay, we have somebody here volunteering for green 2. It's Amy. Okay, so what happens is, I think about 30 seconds into the fight, first green will spawn, green 1. Shadow, you'll be doing that. That will be happening over at Arrow. Okay? It's probably after you killed the second skeleton, so in case you're wondering about what you'll be doing at the time. So it will be over at... Okay, at the green arrow. By the way, you'll be doing these greens throughout the fight whenever it's your time again, and you'll be doing it every 3 once. So first one is going to be at arrow, then at circle and heart. It's basically going clockwise from there. So the next one you'll be doing is going at square. Now, this is very hard to completely remember that throughout the fight, but we'll just be focusing on the first one because this is just a pre-event, right? I'm not even done with the pre-event explaining thing. Then over there it's going to be circle. That's going to be done by green 2, which is Amy, and then green 3 will be done by a tank, etc, etc. Now we're finally on to the last mechanic that can actually wipe us in the pre-event, which are going to be the bumps. You get a bump, you essentially move to the very other side of the arena. So like, we're over here at square here, like fighting over here. You are gonna hug the wall over there at arrow. Because these have a very passive AoE and they'll practically probably kill anyone but the tank. By the way, you can recognize it if you get a special action skill. And you do not touch that special action skill, you just wait for it to detonate. Okay, finally, let's go. I'll be talking about what will be happening still throughout the fight while I'm, hopefully if I can remember while I'm kiting. Because that's going to be an interesting thing for me to do. Are you ready, Mr. Potassium? Maybe you need some more potatoes.
No.
With that green.
Okay. Oh, wait, I forgot to talk about the greens, damn it. Okay, whatever. Okay, there's the enforcer. I could not get the messenger, very nice. Okay. Okay, so kill the... You just wait for the messenger to die, it will die off after a certain amount of time. Go to the next enforcer. Okay, for the green, when you go up there, essentially what you'll be doing is you have to pick up 5 orbs. And one of those 5 has to be the big enforcer orb. That's the green one, by the way.
Okay, I'm taking that.
Okay, and the enforcer will be to your left. It should be slightly bigger than other ones.
Hey, I not immediately. What? On green?
Yeah, you probably went too close into the middle.
Okay.
The middle, if you go into the middle, it is an instant death up there. I should really actually... There is a very fancy, like 1-minute video about doing the greens. Green 2, by the way, happening now. Completely forgot to talk about that. So much happening. So there we have the first person took the bomb. I'm also dying, almost dying. I am dying actually, that's not good. Thank you. Green 3 will be... Ow. Yeah, okay, I'm very much dead.
I might not make it.
No, I'm already dead, sadly.
I did it.
I got a bomb in my face, sadly. Okay, so let's quickly GG, and we're gonna talk a bit more about those greens because I had given a very little information on that. Okay, so let's go check out the position of the first green over at arrow. Oh, by the way, only specific for the people who do these greens during the fight. So if you go up onto the green here over at arrow, so first of all, the middle here is instant death. You can actually reach this instant death place. If you go up on your sky skill, if you have one, I could just fly up here and just die over there. It's very funny. So don't go too close in the middle. You can get rather close, but not just completely in the middle. So after that, once you get up, you need to get 5 orbs to get back down again. Otherwise, you'll die after 16 seconds. What will be happening is there actually is going to be one bigger orb spawning on hard, like right above there. You at the very least need to get this bigger orb that will be going like this into the middle. I'm just trying to draw a path over there. And before it's in the middle, because once it's in the middle it will despawn. You're gonna try to get this one because these big orbs, they will spawn these enforcers that you are fighting at the start, and essentially we want to prevent them from spawning, so you need to get this one, otherwise we'll be like busy killing this one instead of the boss later on.
Okay.
And then you have to get like 4 more apart from that one, and once you're done that, you can rejoin the fight. Now the same thing will be happening once you do your second time on square. This time it's still going to be to your left, so instead of it spawning on hard, it will be spawning on swirly. It will be going from swirly to the middle. So it'll always be to your left, to your left. That's where the big one will be spawning. Yeah, for the rest, it's you really need to get handy in being able to get the greens, because it's really a skill on itself, being able to do greens reliably. But the most important thing is getting that big orb.
2 hints that I've noticed to help newer people doing greens. You can move already while you're going up there, so you can move a bit to the middle, so you can orient yourself better. And the hitbox of the orbs is slightly behind them, just a tiny bit.
I will go and check that. Because first time I didn't know that middle will kill me.
You just immediately flew to the middle. It's like, ah. Okay, I got the messenger this time at least. Somebody's got the messenger. I can see who has it. It's not a big issue if you get it, it's just that you should watch out with it waltzing over the group. Going into the first green, he's going to give it its first real try. Not a messenger for me.
Okay.
So after this enforcer, there's gonna be green too. Watch out with the bomb. If you have the bomb, you can go either to arrow or circle at the wall over there. Oh no, he still has the bomb! Oh, rip.
That was me? Or...
There's somebody still, I can't remember who it was, but there was still somebody who still had the bomb and just walked back before it exploded.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. I at least survived that. Okay, we have green 3 happening. Remember, the next green, which will happening in 20 seconds, is again green 1.
Yeah.
And green 1 will be happening this time. Ow! That was not a bomb on the group.
That was me, sorry.
I'm dead. This is looks like a solid GG. Yeah, but if you for example like blow up a bomb on the person who kites, they're kind of dead, because these messengers, they'll just kill you when I'm down. So yeah, so we need to get used to. No, it is something that happens. Don't worry about it. But it's green. The bombs, something really need to be watched out for. These will happen throughout the entire fight. So this is something we're constantly going to be needing to deal with in the pre-event. What we're doing right now, I think circle, like behind the circle in the corner at the wall there, is always a safe spot to go with the bomb. And remember, you never touch the special action skill unless like specifically said so by me or somebody else who knows the fight. Let's just get a ready check. You just wait for it to just happen, and then it will be good. Let's go! There is my messenger. Get over here, mister. Okay. I'm just a relaxing start here. But this is why I wasn't gonna bother with explaining any mechanics for the actual boss fight, because we're gonna be here for a little bit to train this part. Green 1 again. Did this very nicely first time you managed to survive and got the Enforcer, so that was very nice. Here we have another messenger. Actually, Enforcer, not messenger. Green 1 died, but we'll just continue on for now. Maybe somebody else wants to back up the next green 1 that happens. I'll be shouting out when and where, don't worry about that. If you have a bomb, remember to go to the corner over there in the wall. The one going to hard at that time is our local tank, so he is really tanky, so you're probably not going to be able to blow him up.
You really would have to stack with me to blow me up, so don't worry.
Yeah, that's generally. He's going to. You have to be really careful with going with the bomb to square, because the next, because the green 1 will also be happening shortly at square, and if you blow him up, it's GG. So going hard is safe. Remember to. Oh, it seems like we missed one of the big mess drop. Next, somebody who wants to back up green 1 should now go to square. By the way, if it doesn't happen, it is over, because failing a green will insta wipe everyone. Now the boss will be tanked on this usual location. It will be over around square, but everybody should keep killing the Enforcer that spawns. Just go to the Enforcer, not to the boss. I repeat, go to the Enforcer. Once the Enforcer is dead, you can go to the boss to hit him, but we missed an Enforcer orb. So it's sadly we missed another one. So there's going to be another Enforcer over here, which needs to be killed, otherwise we're gonna be rather dead. We have to have the DPSers go and have that kill and that Enforcer. Otherwise the attempt is over. Okay, very nice. Okay, it's dead. Very good. Now we go back to the Reaper. If the healer could potentially still heal Star, you can heal them with just usual healing skills. It's fine. Okay, now we're going to get to the mechanics now that I haven't explained yet. So we've had here the pre-event here. This is still green 3. Most likely that person is going to die who just lost his soul. Yeah, I did it.
Yeah, I did.
3 seconds until death. No, I'll be explaining
I might
it
not make the screen.
Ooh.
There was nothing up there. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, our tank died, so this is where we call GG. Okay, we made it past the pre-event. Do we want to get like on the initial mechanics of the boss fight here now? So that we could potentially reach 10%. Okay, so the 2 mechanics that the boss does. I think the 2 most important mechanics, I'll keep it down for now. We saw the boss go down into the safe spot for the bomb. Over there at circle, against the wall, so like right here. This here is essentially always a safe spot where I'm standing right now. If you're here with a bomb, like unless of course we fail to get like a big orb for that's prevented the Reapers from spawning. If we do not get that, if we miss some of those, it will not always be a safe spot, because then there'll eventually be a group of people DPSing over there. But we hope, of course, that that doesn't happen. We don't fail those big green orbs, because it really needs to be grabbed. Otherwise, we're gonna have our DPSers are gonna be running all over the area the entire time, and that's not gonna be good. So what was that I wanted to say? Oh yeah, mechanics for the boss. So first of all, we saw the boss dip into the ground and then leave this large patch on the ground. This just happens occasionally every now and then. It will just pick a random person to jump to. There's nothing much we can do about that. However, we have to keep in mind that there's 2 things we need to keep in mind when this happens. First of all, we can absolutely not be on like one of these markers. If they jump to you and they leave like this bullet behind on the marker, we cannot use that, take that green anymore if it spawns in there. So we're just kind of gonna be kind of dead. So we absolutely cannot be standing on one of these markers when that happens. Now it happens certain intervals, and eventually this is something you'll later get used to. But just stand like right behind the boss, and usually you're not going to be standing on a marker then, so you'll be safe. But just in case you have to do mechanics, you have to run away that you don't run on top of a on top of those seals. Second mechanic, we haven't seen that yet, but I think it would have happened in about 20 seconds. The boss would jump into the middle, and at that point it would split us from our soul essentially, or split us from our body, or soul from our body. I don't know exactly what that's called, but what will happen is you get knocked back. Your character will get knocked back in the opposite direction that it's looking, and it will essentially leave behind this light. You have to go to the light and pick it up, because if you do not do that, you will die after 10 seconds. Now, this also happens if you get hit by that mechanic that was earlier, that large puddle on the ground. If you get hit when that falls down, you also lose your soul. You will also have to pick it up again within 10 seconds, or you die. That's why you died, by the way. In case you're wondering why you randomly died there on the group. That's what happened to you. Okay. Let us give it another try. Just hopefully we don't get too much talking time here in between fights. I need to quickly grab the messenger. Okay, I got it. Thank goodness. Okay, we are getting to the first green. Make sure to grab that big orb that spawns 2 spots to your left. Very important. I don't know if whoever, but I saw there were several missed last time, so just keep reminding it, even though you might have done it right. Just keep reminding people. Okay, well, you sadly died, but did you get the big one at least?
Yeah, I took that.
Okay, at least got the big one. So we're gonna have somebody back up for green one again. Okay, very nice. We got another enforcer down. Should be going a bit slower now that we actually get the big orbs. Make sure you don't walk too far in the middle, because I will be kiting there. You might get yourself a messenger in the face. Very unhealthy. Okay. Oh, for the person who backs up square right now, I was a bit late with that. Okay, somebody's going there. Very nice, very nice. Remember to get that big orb to your left that spawns. Okay, very nice. We didn't miss a single one big orb this time. Very good, very good.
Oh, I fell.
Green one died again. We're gonna need another backup over here for the next time it happens. Of course, I'll be shouting out as usual when it happens. But not yet. It will take a bit still before that happens. Okay, so here soon we're gonna get that mechanic I was talking about earlier. It jumps into the ground, and then it will pop up on a random player. So that's gonna happen right now. So be careful, be careful, be ready to walk out. Walk out, get out of it, don't get hit by that. Very nice. And we're gonna go to the next position over here. Now I got a bump over here, so I'm gonna run away with that. By the way, if you're running a bump and you come occasionally past Star, there'll most likely be like some spiders over there. Feel free to kill those because we need to manage those as well along the fight.
One
Okay.
medium.
Okay, Durian, on my mark, you will press that button. Press it right now. Press it and come back. Very nice, come back. The next person who will get the bomb, stay here, stay here. Stay here, Lokara, stay here. Stay, go face middle, face middle. Very nice. Everybody pick up your soul again. You got knocked back into the... okay, you got medium up, that was very nice. You got knocked back into that stuff over there, that's just unfortunate. But that soul split mechanic will actually like cancel like the bomb that's happening, so you can stay with the group over there. Okay. Very nice. We're going according to plan. The boss is at 69%. Very nice. Now there will be actually another mechanic starting to happen, which are chains. The chain mechanic is where the two closest people will get chained together and they need to run away from each other. Otherwise they'll start taking more and more damage. After they walk at a certain distance away from each other, the chains will break. And then it is Gucci again. And then they can rejoin. Like here we see it happen. And like it's broken and now they're good again. Okay, here we're gonna get our soul split again in a few seconds, where the boss teleports in the middle. Prepare to face the boss, make sure you get knocked back to the wall and not to the middle. We need a backup for green one right now, going to hard. So anyone who wants to back up a green, go to hard right now. Very nice. Now make sure you pick up the big orb to your left once you face the middle. Here we see the chain still happening, just wait for the suck to end. Just split apart from each other. Watch out, Shivan, run away, Shivan. Okay, very good. Very nice. Make sure that if you're a healer, if you could toss some heals over on Star, that'd be very much helpful because he's starting to get low. Oh god, I got feared.
I'll get there soon, don't worry.
I'm down, I need some rests real quick. Okay, I got it. Oh, that was really close. Otherwise I missed my green. But I got it. Missing a green, by the way, is insta-death for the entire squad. Can I get that messenger still? I think I got that messenger. Yeah, I got it. Very nice. Okay, there's somebody in the middle. Okay, I'm just... oh no, that's... bad position for you to be downed. Amy, once we get back up, you're probably not gonna make it now. That's a shame. Rip.
One medium.
Green one needs to go to Swirly after the suck ends. The green one back up, even though you usually at this point we're probably not gonna make it anymore, but it's fine. Yeah, okay, here we missed the green and it's GG. But we got really far. Very last millisecond. Oh yeah, it was very last second. So close. But we got to 50%. So now this was essentially all the mechanics of the boss, and now it's simply a mastering of these mechanics and not dying to them. That is essentially the entire boss fight. Oh, no, wait. At 10%, actually there's still one more thing happening at 10%. This is the part where everybody will go up into the sky and has to pick up 5 of those orbs while making sure not to get into the middle. This is squad wide, everybody who's at that point still alive has to do it. And then we'll go down into the middle. At that point there will be like a damaging haze in the arena apart from in the center around the boss. And there will be these 7 seals around, and we need to interact with these 7 seals at the same time. So I'll be doing a ready check. Once everybody's ready, if you're dead, you just instantly press the ready check. Everybody will move out at the same time and interact with them. Okay. But that's just if we get to the last part for... I'll probably be repeating myself over there once we get there. Okay. Get to green 1. And you can do it. Get those orbs. Got a lot of orbs, I hope. You made it! Yay, congratulations, you did it. Okay. Now you just need to do like 7 or 8 more times this throughout the entire fight and you'll be good. Make sure you go with the bomb over to circle. It should be happening. There should be a bomb somewhere, right? I hope I'm not really getting like an explosion on the group within a few seconds. And it's like, whoops, everybody's dead. I see a messenger walking onto the group. You cannot kill it with damage, it will just die after a certain amount of time. Okay, we got this messenger and we can kill this thing. Oh, you can't go to square right now with that bomb because there is going to be somebody who needs the green one right now there. Okay, I'll think he's going to be. Is he gonna make it? Oh, he's gonna make it. Okay, that was close. But yeah, I mean, somebody went to green 1 to square, but only because at one specific time it just works out. But at other moments you simply cannot go to square because you'll kill your ally at that time. He's dead, sadly.
Can you go
Your sacrifice was
up
not
and
in vain.
down with when you are flying? Because I didn't figure out that. When you are when you have green, can you go up and down?
No, you cannot go up and down. You have to stay on the same. You can only stay on the same height. Those orbs above you are only there for decoration. Hey, here we're gonna get the dip down. Move out of the AoE. Move out of the AoE. Don't get caught by it. Get your soul if you got hit. Get your soul. You need to get back in there and pick it up. I hope you got your soul. Dodge the swipe. Who's got the bomb? Okay, oh wait. Green 1?
No, I have the bomb, but I have soul.
Yeah, it's fine.
Too.
You had the bomb probably just disappeared or just now, so.
Yeah. But I'm done.
Okay. Get those down people back up. You really have to be careful in the middle there. Okay. Stars on good health, very nice. Okay, it's time for me to do some damage finally. Damn mechanics. Just let me blast already. Now make sure you are not accidentally in the green, because otherwise you'll be maybe killing yourself. Doesn't sound like a great time. Make sure you split yourself up from your partner when you get chained. You can come back now, it has been split. Okay, face the middle with the camera, face mid. Get knocked back, get your soul up. Green 1 to hard. Very nice. Try to get that big orb and 4 other orbs.
Shackles.
Somebody's downed. He's in the thing. You have to move away. You've been shackled. We need to get this guy first up. Get him split. The other person will probably just die from the everything, yeah. Get downed. Okay, very nice. We have 3 dead. Could probably just still continue on. 7 is like the minimum amount of people you need for the last phase because there are 7 seals. Yeah, by the way, these cracks that you see sometimes appear, they inflict fear if you get hit by that, so be careful. Everybody, for the bomb, if you get the bomb right now, just wait for it, explode it now and quickly come back. Quickly come back over here, split the chains. Actually, stay here with the chains, stay here with the chains. Face mid. And get your soul back. Green 1, go to Swirly after the suck is over. Green 1. I should get that. You shouldn't tank in the mid, it should be cross right now. But that's
Cross?
fine. Cross, yeah, cross
that's a strategy I know. I know also cross. Okay, I also know a strategy where you tank on the other side of the door right now. Okay.
Well, in our cases, we usually just tank right next to the closest green, essentially. Like this one happening right now, that's for me. Yeah.
That's a new one. I didn't know that one.
Yeah, we usually go to cross there, and then afterwards we go to this position right here.
I got corrected actually by some other raiders to tank in the mid here, but
I mean, in the end,
it's a strategy that works.
Right?
Yes. Right, yeah.
Okay, face mid again, face mid. Get knocked back, get those Condi lenses there. Whenever this happens, you also get a few conditions. Which is that you don't get overrun by the messenger. Green 1 is next, right? On circle.
Yeah, I should have tanked that in the mid, I'm sorry. I'm turning him around.
Oh good. Get those people up. Oh yeah, well that's a very much death. Well, we got pretty far, but yeah, yeah, I think almost all of our early deaths were because of failed greens, right? But yeah, this is simply that needs to be trained doing those greens. And once we've got the greens down, we'll have higher damage and essentially like we're surviving long enough as a group already that if we were all to be alive, it would have already phased to 10% at the end over there. It would have already been there. And then we would have gone for the last phase. So it's now just simply a matter of staying alive, doing the mechanics without failing them, and we got this.
It's a stupid question, but when I run, I go 2 times on mid.
So we face. I'm just reading what he said first. So we face boss, we take our soul. How can I run away from boss? I'm too slow for facing boss. It should be fast enough if you like actually just run away and not just try to walk backwards, because walking backwards is just really slow. Yeah, you have to actually turn around and run. If you still face the boss and just try to walk backwards, you are really slow. And you're simply not fast enough.
Okay, it's like OLC, so.
Yeah, like if you just walk backwards normally with your character, you are actually just so much slower than just walking forward, and that's most likely what's killing you though. And
basically
from the middle also helps, yes.
By facing the boss, we just choose the direction we get pushed in. So
yes.
We want to get pushed against the wall and not in the middle, where he will kill us. So we just face to him in that moment, and then we are free to face where we want.
Got it.
I might have missed that part, my explanation that you could just look wherever you want after the explosion happened. But we are definitely making some serious good progress here, so... Hello there, Mr. Messenger. May I have your message? We have somebody joining Discord and somebody now leaving the Discord. It was very nice to meet you, new person. I wish you'd come around to do that more often. Not really, but whatever. Oh no, no. He can join the Discord if he wants to, don't you think so? I gotta be running away with the bomb. So we have a bomb running over there. Yeah, that's green 3 right now happening and will be done by our tank.
Don't worry.
He'll be fine. The next green, however, that's going to be green 1 on square. That one has to be done by our green 1 person.
Yeah.
So make sure you can go already if you want to. There's no problem in being early.
I have bomb.
If you have the bomb, make sure. If you have the bomb, you can just go up with the bomb into your green if you get it. By the way, that's absolutely not a problem.
I just got one, went up and had it explode up there.
Yeah, it's
actually
like
quite in the middle of the arena. I was didn't do anything.
Yeah, it doesn't do shit. It's like one of the safest places you can get it to explode.
Just let it run out normally.
Yeah, unless we specifically. I died. Green 1 died sadly.
It's like confusing that orbs are below you and.
Yeah, it's might sometimes be a bit hard to notice where they are. Oh, I got one too many. Hey, it's gonna jump down. Oh, it's gonna go for me. Interesting. I thought it wasn't possible for it to jump to you after you just finished your green.
Yes, it is.
I must have been
Maybe
very
because
lucky.
there was some time between there.
I must have been very lucky on all of my previous attempts. Ow. I got a bump now. Okay, if you get another bump right now, just stay on the group. It will go away with the next soul split. Green 1 back up right now, very nice. Face the middle. You rushed into the green area. Rip.
Bull charge is shit.
Can our healer heal star and please kill all the mobs over at star before it dies? Otherwise, it's a wipe.
Not good. I'm sorry,
Thankfully,
I can't heal star right now.
Thankfully, everybody's clearing over there right now, so we're good.
Very nice.
You can go with the bomb to that corner. Usually not a great idea to go to that one because the group will be moving there shortly, but it's fine, I suppose, right now. Look.
Oh, okay. I'll pull him here and turn him around.
Yeah, watch out. The boss's swipes do a lot of damage to the target that are not the tank, so very painful. Don't stand in the green if it's not your green.
Speckles.
Get the downed players up before we have like 8 seconds to get those downs back up before the next mechanic happens that will kill them. Okay, get stacked together over here. Face mid. Remember, you can now face whatever direction you want again. If you have some Condy Cleanses, that'd be very helpful. Okay, it's going smooth for now. Somebody needs to get the messenger that's right now spawning. Otherwise our tank might accidentally get it and that's not a great time. If you get it, you just walk around with it, going it on a walk. Like you would take out a dog. You can take your local dog on a walk. Make sure you don't get too close, he bites. With this next bomb, just run away quickly. And once you have a bit of distance right now, you explode and you come back. Because you need to be back for the soul split, face middle. And get your soul and make sure you face away and run away again. Green 1, very nice. I got this shackle, interesting. I get those down off the ground, no sleeping. I think there's already backup, that was very quick. Okay, he's jumping. Okay, now we have the migraine. Run away with the bomb as usual. I'm shackled, but I'll be going up, so they'll be breaking. Very convenient. Okay, let's see what's happening with bomb. Soon there will be another soul split, so Exploder now and come back quickly. If you get another bomb right now, just stay on the group. I repeat, just stay on the group. Souls, shackles also just stay on the group, because they will be breaking shortly. We're gonna get a green 1 next, so remember green 1 goes to circle in 7 seconds. I repeat, green 1, circle right now. I have some shackles. What? Oh, it was too late probably. Yep.
Was there?
That's a big rip. We were getting pretty close. We were at like, what, 25, 21%? So that's only 11% more until 10%. And then hopefully we get to the 10% phase. He did the pool. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's something that can happen, yeah. That's unfortunate. Yeah, the boss starting 30%. The boss has this new attack where he like pulls people closer to him with these claws pointing out from the ground. Yeah, I don't really know how you deal with that really on such a situation, to be fair. I think you can just dodge, potentially dodge through the claws or something like that. Although I think it was what was it? A Mirage, so he has the weird dodges. The dodge where you just stand still.
It was
Oh, okay. Okay, we're gonna get our green 2 again, very nice. Green 1 survived again, very nice. I've got the feeling we've missed a big orb.
yeah, I may.
Okay, now remember that once the boss spawns, there will be another enforcer spawning at hard. so that we go over there instead of the boss when it happens. You can go over here to triangle. That's where the next enforcer is. Maybe I could get some heals. See if I can cash in some heals on the group over here. Okay, very nice. Oh, that was me getting very low. Remember, at heart there'll be one enforcer spawning. Green one died, sadly.
Swarm is missing one orb.
Always missing the last orb. Well, they don't suddenly despawn,
No, they like there's not enough like orbs.
It happened. The most likely, at least this is something that I look, is that I usually just take a moment to just look around me to see if there's maybe ones behind me. There's also sometimes ones that are badly visible and only seem to appear when they get closer to the center. But yeah, it's simply a matter of getting used to doing the greens. Cool. Mirage does that, yeah. I thought so. Oh, I've got to talk about the bomb that you should come back quicker. Well, whatever. Phase. Oh, wait. You got knocked onto the throne. If you touch the throne, you instantly die, by the way. Well, now you do. You got very close with the throne here. But it was also kind of my fault in telling you that that a person should have detonated their bomb earlier, than it would have happened at all. Next up is green 3. So that's gonna be the tank. If our local healer could heal Star a bit, that would be appreciated. Doom's going on a walk, I notice. Okay, we're gonna have our soul split in 5 seconds, all stacked together. And get ready to face mid. And now you do, yes. Okay, there we have a green 1 happening. Go on, Meg, go hit the boss. Okay. This is gonna be green 2 that I've got to do. Yeah, that rhymes. Can I get that? Can somebody take that messenger, because I seemed like was out of range and couldn't get it. Oh, it's walking through the group. Don't hurt me. Okay, we're gonna get our next soul split in 15 seconds. So just split this. If you get a bomb, quickly run away. Quickly run away and then explode it. And come back. Come back now. Explode it and come back. Because if you don't make it, you're gonna be right on top of Doom and in a bad position. Can we get him up? Can we get him up? Can he get his soul? Run away. I'm gonna shackled. Boop. Green 1. Watch out for this messenger that you don't get it. Somebody got it. That's not me. Have fun with it for now. Watch out for the spikes. Oh, it's a very interesting position, but it's fine. It's not in the way. Stay behind the boss so it doesn't swipe you. Move out of the way of the spikes. I hear chain noises. Just stay together. Stay together over here and face the middle. Get your souls. I'm gonna go and get that messenger because otherwise it's gonna kill us, or at least wipe us. I hit the boss again and we're gonna have a green 1. Let's hope this time it doesn't pull you out of the green. What about the cracks? If you get hit by a crack, by the way, you get feared. I see somebody, they're having a very close encounter with the wall there. Hey, we are having 3% left for the final 10%. We can just blast this damage right here. Okay, so remember, don't go into the middle. Grab 5 orbs. Once you're done, press the ready check. I'll start it once I'm done as myself as well. So I'll be there. If you're dead, you immediately press that ready check. If you're dead and you had one of the markers, please write that markers in chat right now, so any of the backuppers can immediately take it over once the ready check succeeds.
You don't need to be time. I die with on blue.
Okay. Canox is almost ready. No, he's still up there. Wait for that and go. There's nobody at square. Nobody at square.
Blue.
Okay, if somebody's going with there, make sure just come back once you've done it. Okay, very nice. Blast the damage, blast damage. Healers, you go rest that downed person. Healers rest the downed. Rest of us continue blast damage. Once he goes back down and becomes invulnerable again, go to the same one as before. I repeat, go to the exact same one. The moment he becomes vulnerable. And go out, go. And wait for the channel to finish and back in, and here we blast again. Again to 0, this is where we do it, this is it. 1%. And there we have it.
Good job, all.
We did it! Doom is no more. First try. Basically the first try. Easy, see? No, they did not steal my fuckers, no. Well, and that is the end of Doom. Congratulations everyone for who got the first time kill. And here we have a small fun fact. The moment you kill Doom, his throne no longer has a hitbox, so you can just walk straight through the throne. There's also a very nice chest behind the throne. We'll actually be going on a chest run right now for the person who requested that earlier. So I'll be just removing all of that, so I'll just mark the first one right here. And you also get congratulations from everyone in Twitch chat. So number 2 was somewhere on this cliff face. Where was it again? I'm gonna have to probably look it up real quick. Then, oh, I've just spotted it here. It's right there. It's on circle. There were 3 chests, right? Just to be... So I'm remembering correctly, if I'm remembering correctly. If there were 4, I cannot remember where the 4th one was. Yeah, there was one more beside
I'm
me.
talking muted all the time. First, congrats. One is directly below where the bridge ends into that platform.
Below where the bridge ends.
I'm
I'll just
watching the stream.
I'll just make you lieutenant.
I'm not in the squad anymore. You can invite me actually. Wait.
I'll just.
I just left. You could go to the LFG and just list with some nonsense in training, and I joined.
Blah. There we go. We got an LFG for blah.
I'm in again.
Oh yeah, there it was. Somebody. We have some people over here.
Oh, very nice.
I know that this one, but I don't know if there was a 4th one.
There's 4 chests incomplete.
4 chests.
1 behind the throne and 3 somewhere else. I can't port right now until Grant's stuff has been restored. No.
Yeah, it's telling you that about 5 or 10 times or something like that. I mean, just in case you weren't aware, Grant's influence has been restored.
Yes, it has been. I'm on the last chest.
Yeah, I made you lieutenant so you can just place a marker with Alt 4.
I placed square.
Square, there is another one over at square, it seems. The very last one. So, and that is going to be it. I don't think I'll be going for wing sticks anymore. I'm getting quite tired myself. So, let's see if I can spot it right here. So, I'm probably gonna call it here for the training. Ah, yeah, here it is. Seems I can't remember this one. So, I want to thank everyone for joining. Also, congratulations on the kill, of course, for those whose first time it was. More Twitch drops. Yes, Jack's got more Twitch drops. If you want to join the guild that I'm a part of, I of course also welcome people. I use this as a sneaky way to recruit potentially more members for the raids. It might be actually getting quite busy, so I don't know if there's going to be actually enough spots in my regular raiding days. But if you want to join the guild nonetheless, feel free to leave a plus in the chat and I'll toss an invite your way. Yeah, we're recruiting more blood sacrifices. There you go. There we go. Yeah, I think I used it 2 years back also as a way to get more recruits. It was really fun. It was enjoyment here for me. So maybe do some other things later. But I'm gonna call it here. So I wish you a very nice day, and I'll see you again.
Yeah, thanks for having me too. Bye, have a nice evening.
Good evening to all.
Bye bye.